Hey, what's up everyone? Kenan here and welcome back to my art channel. It's been a while since our last chat. If you're new here and don't know me, I'm the artist and writer for my original illustrated series, Beiton Arbiters. If you're someone who's working on similar passion projects, I will welcome you to follow my journey. And this might give you some inspirations for your work. Today I have two agendas for this video. The first one is to show you the process of creating this original illustration. And then for those who are interested, I'm going to read you a little excerpt that this illustration is based on. And now let's dive in and see the process of this illustration. Okay, here I'm showing you the references I used. The one on the right are the reference images I found online. The one on the left is my original digital painting of the character. It's the one I painted. It is a realistic approach, going for a classical painting style. So when I started on this one, I was just working on my daily YouTube shorts. Sometimes my process is I just scroll on the internet. Typically, I find my references on either Pinterest or Red Notes. These two are the ones that I find most of my references. And sometimes I feel like we're going for a complicated one. Sometimes I feel not too energetic, and then I just pick a simple one to draw. The main thing is you want to get your mileage in every day. So here, first I found the one that's on the upper right corner. Just a very simple portrait. So I just said, okay, I'm gonna do that. Then just make it my own. That's when I started the sketch. The sketch basically is for me to just throw down some ideas to help me visualize what the drawing is gonna be. So in the sketching phase, I allow myself to let it be raw, let it I don't pay too much attention into the shapes and forms. The main thing is just ideas, because I know like I can visualize what this drawing is gonna be. Then I know after that I can erase the sketch and then just go deep into the drawing. Okay, and this is what we have for the sketch. And the next phase is I basically imported this sketch into my iPad. I used Procreate and started to work on the digital illustration. And now let's go to the next phase. Okay, just real quick, throwing up the reference for this phase of the drawing. And what I'm initially focused on is, again, just like the sketching phase, I know that this is the rough part. How to tell the story, you want to put these elements down and you want to massage it and have it form a very cohesive image that everything works together. So that is the challenging part. I've been doing this for 5 years now, so I know where my weaknesses are. I know I wasn't very good with coloring because I was doing a lot of trial and errors on my own, never really study color theories. Then what I noticed, it was in my past paintings, I always try to use lots of colors that I try to make the image as vibrant as I could. The issue is it just never come out to be that way. Um, so that part really confuses me, baffles me. Why other artists, when they use the colors, it's very vibrant and lots of colorations. That I watch a lot of YouTube videos that talks about colors, and I tried on my own. It didn't work. There was a game changer concept that I learned in color theories, is that you pretty much, once you decided what the overall mood is gonna be, you want to pretty much on the color wheel, you want to pretty much work all your colors in that color in that vicinity. Um, if you are going to deviate from that area, so assuming like this is the color wheel, and say if you pick a blue as the overall feel for this image, all your colorings, so you're gonna stay in that blue region. Um, and if you want any kind of like different colorations, your default method is just go down in saturation and go shift into the gray area. So, so this is a game changer knowledge. I started to use this technique in my paintings, and the results just came out so much better. The entire image is very harmonious in has a color tone. So I purposely decided to make the violin case a very deep red, almost like a purple color. But you see, like when I painted the violin case red, it still stayed within the realm of the blue. It didn't look very out of place. I'm speaking from experience, and it's not like 100% formula, but I just noticed that in my drawing process, with getting this color tone, have a harmonious color, you use this technique, and hopefully this technique will help you to also create harmonious paintings with a one uniform color tone. Okay, here is the third phase. So we are painting the background. So you can see I use these two references. Basically, just search anime cityscape on Pinterest, and I found these two that are able to fulfill what I need for the background in this drawing, and then I use them. In general, you don't need to worry too much about the background details, because backgrounds are you want it to stay blurry. So as long as you have that general feel, the general essence of the background, you'll be okay. So initially, when you design your work, you already have a vision for what this background was gonna be, and then you just need to touch up the details a little bit. Ideally, from a concept art design point, I should have the whole campus mapped out and also design the buildings, but I'm an illustrator, not a concept artist, so I basically just pick and choose what I like. But I understand that once I'm going to the detailed stories, I will draw the map and design the campers that will fit into this setting. Now let's address a little awkward moment that I had in my drawing. So initially, I didn't want that Ivy to be a lone subject in this drawing, so I added some student crowd in the background. So I spent decent amount of time putting that student crowd in, and you see that for the longest time, I was doing a lot of tweaks, and I want the crowd to show a presence of that she is not alone. And then for whatever reason, I just couldn't make it work. So basically, in the end, I have to took the crowd out, and then just did a simple background. Um, not a simple background, but it was a deliberate background that you see I'm going to draw in. Actually, I gave the campus flavor. I basically designed the main entrance, worked out the main entrance for the campus. This is also the idea. Just I just throw down different things and see what it works, and eventually, I think this fountain idea with the main campus flags that worked for me. That's what the final background became. Now you see my entire workflow of creating this piece. And for the remaining part of this video, I'm basically gonna talk about this theme, talk about what's going on in the story so far, and talk about this main character, Ivy. Okay, let's shift. So, this is a story set in a totalitarian city-state governed by an all-seeing AI arbiter and its ruling elite. The majority of the population are Elizabethans, living under constant surveillance. But the city's lifeblood, its massive energy consumption, is sustained by a rare phenomenon only a minority group, the Malaysians, can perform. Through their music, they can establish a resonance field, a subtle alignment of energy in a matter that powers the Ellingsville's machines. The ritual is dangerous, demanding total discipline, and the performer of this rite is given the title, the String Master. This year, the current String Master has retired. The council seeks a successor, and Ivy, a gifted Malaysian violinist, has emerged as a prime candidate. Among her people, it's considered an honor, but no one outside the underground knows the truth. Being chosen means a sacrifice greater than anyone imagines. And now, a hidden Malaysian rebellion is preparing to reveal that truth. The war against Ellingsville is about to ignite, and the only way they can communicate under the AI perfect surveillance is through music score coded in resonance. Okay, that was the preface, and here is a little excerpt written for this illustration. Let's begin. This school year schedules irritated Ivy more than she cared to admit. The third period bell had just rung as she clicked her lock shut in the girls' locker room. Fresh from second period swimming practice, she was bracing herself for the daily half-mile hike to her next class. From the gym to the musical hall, 2 disciplines, 2 buildings, reside at the 2 opposite corners of Michelson's campus. By now, every other student was already in their classes. The only small benefit was walking through the beautiful sunlight across campus in the quiet of the morning. Miss Williams, Ivy's third period teacher, lead violin coach, and academic advisor, sympathized with her inefficient schedule. Forcing a girl to finish second period swim and then blitz across the campus for music training is nonsense. She had given Ivy a gracious 10-minute leeway so she wouldn't arrive in dripping sweat and a heart rate pounding like a snail drum. The sheet music in Ivy's hand was another matter entirely. Miss Williams had handed to her the evening before. She could usually handle her assignment on this breezy walk, but this time they felt like a puzzle to solve. The melody was nonsensical, notes scattered like broken glasses, rhythm stumbling out of place, ignoring the classical structures she knew. Quite frankly, unpleasant. And yet, something in it pulled at her, as if daring her to resolve it. Was there a missing note? A wrong key signature? Her mind raced through 10 different possibilities in seconds. Then she stopped mid-stride. Oh wait, did the notes just change? She swept the page again, slower this time. The chaos resolved into something deliberate. A strange sense of melancholy rose within her. She couldn't explain the revelation. The sheet of music seems to be telling a more elaborate story now. A fairy tale about a scholar from a faraway land, once important, cast out by the king, falling gravely ill while his wife stood helplessly at his side. At his deathbed, an old friend visited him. At last stride, the old friend told the wife a healing magic that restored his health with one sacrifice. And then the notes fell back to random scribbles again. Ivy blinked. Hallucination? The sun glared? Too much caffeine? She looked again. Yep, still gibberish nonsense. And only then did she realize she was still at the gym entryway this entire time. Shit, cursing under her breath, she broke into a jog. Model student or not, half mile or not, Miss Williams would not be happy about her tardy this time. And that concludes this excerpt. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that little creative journey that we embarked on. If you like the content, the video that you see on YouTube, also feel free to join me in my other social media platforms. Future chapters of the illustrative series will be dropped on these social platforms. And I have a Discord server linked in the description. Feel free to join the Discord server, join a number of like-minded artists that they would like to share and collaborate and have just a very chill, relaxed conversation about art. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I see you guys next time. Bye-bye.